On this episode of Destination Dare, Dare County explains how soil and water conservation can assist property owners. The Town of Manteo gives you an overview of their beautiful downtown marina. The Town of Nags Head has a new farmers market. The Town of Kill Devil Hills is promoting positivity. The Town of Kitty Hawk is staying prepared with fire training. The Town of Southern Shores asks you to be aware of some beach rules. And the Town of Duck opens Phase 1 of the pedestrian plan. All that on this episode of Destination Dare. Dare County's community soil and water conservationist, Ann Daisy, discusses how she helps property owners with all kinds of conservation issues.
My name is Ann Daisy, and I'm the Community Conservationist with Dare Soil and Water Conservation District. I help both public, private landowners, businesses, municipalities with natural resource management, specifically water quality issues, stormwater runoff, and soil erosion problems. It's important for Outer Banks residents, property owners, to understand your natural environment and the natural resources that are in your own yard or surrounding us, and to not only protect them, conserve them, and learn how to manage them well, because we're surrounded by water. Water quality is important to us. It's our livelihood for our commercial fisheries and our tourism, and who wants to swim in dirty water? Dare Soil and Water Conservation District is a governmental entity that is there to help property owners do voluntary conservation of our natural resources and to take into account what our natural resource needs and concerns are for Dare County. Our services include soil testing, which can provide your nutrient analysis of the type of soils in your area, which can ultimately help you decide what type of plant species or gardening will work best for you. We also offer surface water sampling, which again provides nutrient analysis to inform you whether you have a high nitrogen count, which can account for excessive algae growth or invasive aquatic weed growth as well. For example, alligator weed is a common invasive found here in Dare County, and if not managed, it can clog our drainage canals and ditches and culverts, and then when we do have hurricanes or heavy storm events, it can block the movement of the water and can cause more flooding and damage than necessary. We do cost share programs implementing best management practices to help with stormwater runoff and ultimately protecting our water quality. I also provide those technical services to all property owners if they just have questions or concerns about installing any of those types of methods to help with flooding, erosion, and stormwater management. The district also helps with shoreline erosion, recommending native plants that may help stabilize your shoreline, or recommending marsh sills or vinyl sills, or even installing oyster reefs to help reduce wave action and lessen the amount of shoreline erosion on your waterfront property. Along with the services I provide, I also have the ability to use the Division of Soil and Water Conservation Technical Services staff. So if it's something that we need engineering assistance with or soil scientists investigation, I can reach out to the division and have that staff come and support with whatever natural resource concerns we're addressing. Another component to the Dare Soil and Water Conservation District is providing outreach and education to the people in the community. A couple of programs that we operate in the district are our annual 5th grade bookmark contest with all of Dare County elementary schools, where they have the opportunity to learn about stormwater management and water quality, and they get to showcase their artistic skills by drawing bookmarks about what they've learned. Winners receive prizes and they get printed and distributed through the community. We also work with both schools and daycares and any learning areas or learning environments to install outdoor classrooms, which is an initiative through some of our programming that gives the opportunity for children to experience nature and outdoors and understand the importance of our natural resources and protecting them. If you have questions or concerns about any of these types of issues, it's part of my job to provide assistance to the public and municipalities to help manage our natural resources. You can reach out to me at www.darenc.com. Under the Planning Department, you can find Soil and Water.
Manteo wants everyone to know about the beautiful downtown marina and how it can make a great stay for a boater.
My name is Captain Frank Hughes. I'm from Columbia, North Carolina. I run a cruising club there, and we travel on the water almost every other weekend, and this is one of our favorite locations to come to. And the reason for it is simple. If you're a boater, you know what it's like to go someplace where it has all the features that you're looking for. Great docks, great personnel. A dock master is a great guy. The restaurants here, the shops around here are just great. Everything's in walking distance, and we certainly will never miss Dare Day. We've been coming here since 1999. Normally when we are coming here, we'll run across Albemarle Sound and come around the north end of Roanoke Island. And when you run down the channel here, it's well marked for the turn-in to come into Shallowback Bay. And it's plenty deep, and we don't have a problem with any of our boats, even some of our sailboats with 6-foot keels. We've had a long-term relationship with Carl Jordan, who's the dock master. And of course, we're always going to make reservations before we come, and we're going to be on the phone with them, prepping them before coming in. So Carl, he makes it very comfortable for coming in here. They're always out here giving us a hand. We just have no problem coming in here. This facility can take well over 100 foot if they want to bring them in here. Length is not a problem, nor is the depth. The other aspect and feature of this facility is, although they don't have fuel right here, it's just a short boat ride over to Shallowback Bay. And if you look around when you get here, you'll see the docks are well maintained. They have great power supply here. Most of the power stations are all new. They have fresh water supply for every boat. All the features that a boater would want to have. One of the biggest benefits of this area, you can go any place in the world that you want to by water from here. And it's a boating paradise. Whether you go north or south, whether you stop here or you're just coming by here as your final destination, it is truly a great way to run the waters of North Carolina.
Nags Head has launched a new farmers market at Dowdy Park. Come on out and check it out.
I'm Paige Griffin, event coordinator for the Town of Nags Head. I am here on opening day at Dowdy Park Farmers Market, and we are so excited to be here. Farmers Market is where the community comes together, brings the goods that they sell or make, and gives them to the local community. It's a way that they can sell their wares, for lack of a better word. We have farmers, we have people from Swan Quarter, from Edenton, from Elizabeth City, Perquimans, Dare, Currituck. They've come from all over. Bakers, gluten-free bakers, arts, crafts, jewelers. We are running the second Thursday of every month, so we'll go all the way through October, which is a bonus. We've been gratefully blessed with volunteers who are doing music for us, sharing their vocals with us that you hear a little bit in the background. That's Judith Bailey and some of her friends from the Baum Center. The importance of farmers market for me is bringing the community together, connecting people, helping each other out. And I think the Outer Banks does an excellent job at that sense of the community. I'm so proud of the way that the vendors have come together once the commissioners blessed this and we were able to move forward, and everybody's been so supportive, so I'm very grateful.
My name is Doug Tritt, and I own Full Nest Farms out of Edenton, North Carolina, and we offer pasture-raised chicken and pork and vegetables that we get from a neighboring farmer. That ranges from zucchini, yellow squash, tomatoes, cucumbers, everything you get from the grocery store you can get from us. Beautiful venue, and drive was nice in the morning, and everybody needs to come out and support everybody.
My name is Rick Mitchell, and I'm with Austin Fish Company and the Vegetable Bin. We're here selling some of our local produce and fresh seafood. This is the first event, and we're really happy to be here today. It seems like a good turnout. Everyone's enjoying themselves.
We would love to see you today. We're here from 9 to 2. Make sure you bring a cooler because there are some perishables. Full Nest Farms has meats and things like that, and then there's also several farmers with fresh produce. So look forward to seeing you.
The town of Kill Devil Hills is supporting positivity with the help of some very ambitious Girl Scouts.
Do small things with great love. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. We are not here to wait for the storm to pass, but to learn to dance in the rain. Nothing is impossible. The word itself spells I'm possible. It's okay to be a glow stick. Sometimes we have to break before we shine.
Today is Positivity Day, and this started with Girl Scout Troop 2139, a junior Girl Scout troop here on the Outer Banks, and they have put together a project for launching our Positivity mural. The girls had to work on a project for their Bronze Award, and they needed to pick something that they believed in and that they felt would benefit the community even after the event was over.
Today is Sunday, June 3rd, and we're really excited because it's been declared as Positivity Day in Kill Devil Hills. A few weeks ago, Girl Scouts from the area came to our town meeting asking if we would declare today as Positivity Day. It was really neat, inspired by the girls, created by the girls, and today is a celebration of spreading positivity. It started with a ribbon cutting to unveil their beautiful mural that has inspirational quotes, and then lots of activities here. They're painting inspirational rocks that you can either take or leave, so just a really fun day to share positivity.
I hope that kids that got their feelings hurt, or even bullies, they can come by here and just be happy. We want them to see it, and we want them to be happy, and we want them to also spread positivity around.
Dare County Parks and Recreation's motto, DCPR, is developing character, promoting respect. And what a great way to do that by having the Girl Scouts, paint this mural for us. And we're so happy to have it here on our property.
Why complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses? If you can believe it, you can achieve it. Be kind because everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Life is better with love, laughter, and kindness. Do kind, be kind.
In discussions with Mary Quidley at the Town of Kill Devil Hills, she jumped on board very positive and wanted to help spread the word. So she reached out and helped us create a proclamation for the Town of Kill Devil Hills to proclaim today Positivity Day. And in addition to that, she reached out to all the other towns and the county, let them know what the Town of Kill Devil Hills had done, and asked them to do the same. So the girls went to the Town of Kill Devil Hills, gave them some information about it, asked them to proclaim today Positivity Day. They also went to Dare County, and then the Town of Kitty Hawk also jumped on board as well.
I want people to, if they feel sad, they can come here and feel happy again.
The town of Kitty Hawk stays prepared with some fire training that keeps them ready for anything.
Training is vitally important for us because we never know when we're going to have a call. So we're ready 24 hours a day. Whenever people need us, we're on the way and we're 100% prepared. Today we have Real Fire Down, and they are a training company from Virginia Beach. Those guys run a lot more fires than we do, and they can really teach us a lot.
We're out here in Kitty Hawk providing an engine company operations class for them today. It was a 2-day class. It's a great opportunity for the regional companies to take a look at their operations and make decisions about what's efficient and what's not efficient, and it gives them an environment where they can practice things that they may not do in their day-to-day operations, and then long-term they can change or reinforce good habits and give their crews that opportunity to exercise their skill sets.
In the event, the unlikely event that someone's house is on fire, whether it be a business or their residence, we need to get to the fire quickly to prevent further damage or prevent any sort of life safety issue. So the faster we can deploy our hose, get water to the fire, the better off the potential victim or we as firefighters are going to be.
We started yesterday and we were doing basic engine company operations. So the fundamental engine company operation is to get water on the fire. So most of what they were looking at was stretch and hose, various types of stretches, different distances, different elevations, and getting a layout that was consistent and easy and fast. So they took that as a building block, and they came today and they looked at one of their high-rise buildings and they got into high-rise operations, and rather than operating off the engine, they were operating from standpipe connections today. And they looked at various circumstances that they might have in this building and different ways to be effective and get the job done, put fires out if they were to occur.
I was presented with a cool idea from Chief Talley of the Kitty Hawk Fire Department. The idea was to come here and train on property. Learn the facility, learn the stairwells, learn the ins, learn the outs, and I just thought it was brilliant. And it's just a nice feeling to have a local fire department that cares and wants to make everything safe and wants to actually gave us an opportunity to train our employees on life situations, on how to respond and react. And I can't wait to do that, and looking forward to taking advantage of their expertise and hopefully the near future.
We train every shift, so when we work a 24-hour shift. We come in at 8 o'clock in the morning and we're there until 8 o'clock the next morning. So as long as we're not busy running calls all day, we train every day. We have to be flexible because if we have calls all afternoon or all morning, we might not be able to fit in training, but we always learn something from every call that we run. So even if it's not a formal training, we're still growing and learning.
The town of Southern Shores has some beach rules that it wants you to be aware of to help your day at the beach be fun for everyone.
Morning, Bob.
Hey, Jim.
It's a nice cabana you got there, Bob.
Thanks, Jim.
But you know, Bob, all personal items need to be removed from the beach between the hours of 5 p.m. and 7 a.m., unless you're with them.
Make yourself at home, Jim.
That goes for any personal items like sunshades, umbrellas, cabanas, chairs, volleyball nets, things like that. You can't just leave it up overnight or walk away from it.
I wasn't just going to leave it up.
The public beach is for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah, I know that.
You should also fill in any holes that you dig, and don't leave any holes in the sand unattended.
Got it. Thanks.
You know, dogs are welcome here on the beach, but between May 15th and September 15th, they can only be on the beach between 6 p.m. and 9 a.m.
I don't even have a dog.
Keep your dog on a leash and always clean up after them.
Are you hot in that robe, Jim?
Be sure to stay off the sand dunes and never go swimming in the ocean when red flags are flying. Red flags means you shouldn't swim, or it's illegal or unsafe to go in the ocean. That includes surfers, Bob.
Hang on.
By the way, surfers should always have their boards leashed to their bodies. And it's prohibited to drive on the beach year-round in Southern Shores, as well as bonfires and fireworks. You know, you should leave the pyrotechnics up to the professionals, Bob.
Am I on another PSA?
And just like anywhere else in the Outer Banks, please pick up your trash before you leave the beach. I'm sorry, it is the robe. I'm hot.
Why does this keep happening to me?
Because the beaches here in Southern Shores are beautiful, and it's up to us to keep it that way. I'm gonna take a dip.
Don't come back.
I'll see you in there.
The town of Duck opens Phase 1 of its much-awaited pedestrian plan, with much more to come.
We have a pedestrian-first approach here in Duck. We're very lucky to have such a narrow corridor that runs through the town, and one of the early developmental aspects of the town was the sidewalks. And now we've been able to even enhance them over the years to the point where we have this beautiful Phase 1 of our pedestrian plan. We've planned 3 phases. They're not inexpensive, so we've been lucky to really group a lot of activity in Phase 1 so that the public could really see the benefits. It was very involved with great coordination between all the utility workers, the water department, power, cable. And then we're able to work with our local developers to make this gorgeous concrete path. That's Phase 1. Phase 2 is going to be on the other side of the road in about the same area. Not as complicated. There were a lot of bulkheads involved with Phase 1. And Phase 3 will take us from on the east side all the way up to Sunset Grill on the right-hand side to connect with the sidewalk that we already have.
Along with the other improvements that we were able to make in the village, in the north side, we've been able to significantly improve the safety situation that we had before, eliminating a very large transformer that was here that blocked the line of sight for people exiting the parking lot or coming down the trail. In addition, we added the island here with that crosswalk, and as you can see, it helps considerably people trying to cross this street.
People are really enjoying walking around town. I mean, we are a very walkable community. We worried a little bit about parking, but that's actually even better for the parking situation. People can park, they can stay in their rental homes, or they can find a spot to park in the community, and they can walk from shop to shop. It's wonderful for all the merchants because then they're going to explore all that we have, including our beautiful boardwalk. So it ties in beautifully with the boardwalk, and people just want to spend the day here. It's great for merchants, restaurants, and the community at large. Some of the things that we really want to be sure people are doing is using our crosswalks. We have many crosswalks in town. It's important to use them. It's important to stand there and show clear intent to cross. Because we do have a lot of people walking around through Duck at night, it's really important to be thinking about what you're wearing. So you should be wearing bright colored clothing, something reflective, or carry a light. One of the new things we have with the bike path is the fact that the walkers are separated from the bikers and separated also from the traffic. So what we're asking is that capable bikers use the bike lane and they go with traffic. And we're just really happy that we can separate bikers from walkers. That's a big, big plus.
That's all the time we have for this episode of Destination Dare.